Hello and welcome to the Energetics of Business podcast, where we bridge the gap between the woo-woo and the tech. My name is Michelle Douglas and I'm an energetic alignment expert helping entrepreneurs to tap into their inner power and create a business that flows with ease and authenticity. In each episode, we'll dive into the strategies that blend soulful alignment with practical business know-how. Now, let's dive in and align your business from the inside out.
You know how it goes, right? You're putting yourself out there online, you're doing the posts, making the Canva graphics, sharing your offers.
Yes, doing all the things.
Exactly. And still, the client bookings just kind of flat, maybe flatter than last week's smoothie. It can feel like you're just shouting into the void.
Absolutely. It's super frustrating. You feel like you're following all the advice, doing what everyone says you should do, but it's just not translating into actual clients. You feel like visible, maybe, but not really seen.
That's it, the visibility illusion. So today, we're going to dig into why that might be happening. We want to go a bit deeper than just, the usual marketing checklists.
Right.
And we're looking at this through the lens of Michelle, who's an energy and empowerment specialist. She has a really different take on it.
Yeah, her perspective is fascinating.
Yeah.
Michelle basically argues that often the real reason you're struggling to attract clients isn't like a faulty strategy or because you're lazy. It's not that you're broken or doing it wrong necessarily. She suggests there's likely a deeper energetic component involved.
An energetic component. Okay, let's unpack that a bit. So Michelle says visibility itself isn't just about strategy. It's energetic. What does that actually look like in practice for someone online?
Well, from Michelle's work, it often boils down to a fear of being truly fully seen and not just, basic shyness. It can be this really deep-seated thing about stepping into your full weird brilliance, as you might put it, holding back somehow.
Wow, okay. And Michelle takes this even further, doesn't she? Something about deeper roots.
She does. It's quite profound, actually. She suggests that for some people, this fear of being seen, of sharing their unique gifts, it could potentially be connected to past experiences, maybe even stretching way back, where expressing those gifts actually led to negative outcomes.
Whoa, okay, that's a heavy thought.
Yeah.
But it highlights how deep these blocks can run.
Exactly. And this underlying fear, wherever it comes from, it really impacts your online presence. Michelle points out that if you're subconsciously holding back, your energy comes across as, maybe shy or shaky or kind of scattered.
And that affects your content.
Totally.
Yeah.
Your words, your vibe, even your offers might feel hidden or maybe vague. Because you're scared of judgment, scared of really putting it all out there.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like that feeling of waiting until you feel perfectly ready, perfectly confident before you really go for it.
But Michelle kind of flips that idea on its head.
Right. She says the confidence comes later.
Exactly. She emphasizes that clarity, that confidence. It often emerges through the process of being visible. You start moving, you put yourself out there, even imperfectly. And that's where the clarity and the confidence actually build, not before.
Okay, so if it's not just about tweaking the strategy, what does Michelle suggest as the solution? How do you attract those clients?
Her focus is really on energy balance, on clearing out those energetic blocks that are sitting between you and where you want to be, between you and those soul-aligned clients.
Right.
She talks about something called raw energy balance.
Raw.
Yeah, raw. It stands for rekindled ancient wisdom. So it's about tapping into a deeper level of energetic alignment to clear the path, essentially.
Okay, rekindled ancient wisdom. That's really interesting. So for someone listening right now feeling maybe a bit stuck, what are some practical first steps they could take, drawing from Michelle's ideas?
Well, based on her insights, a big one is simply deciding to be louder.
Louder, like shouting online.
No, not necessarily shouting. More like being more fully you. Expressing your authentic self in your message more boldly without, watering it down.
Gotcha. Be authentically louder. What else?
Michelle also stresses being super clear, like crystal clear. What exactly do you offer? Who's it really for? And why should they care? Make it obvious.
No more vague language.
Definitely not. And crucially, she encourages people to just post. Even with the fear.
Oof, that's a tough one.
It is. But that fear, that discomfort, often means you're pushing your edges, growing. And except that not everyone's going to like your stuff. Michelle says that's actually a good sign. It means you're probably resonating with the right people.
Okay, that's a helpful reframe. Anything else?
Yeah, just one more big one. Stop over-editing. Let go of that need for perfection. Sometimes just getting your message out there imperfectly is way more important.
So the takeaway here seems to be, if you're feeling stuck online, not getting the clients despite the effort, Michelle's perspective suggests looking inwards. It might be less about the what and more about the energy behind it.
Exactly. You're not actually invisible. According to Michelle, you might just be perhaps energetically misaligned with the clients and the abundance you're really looking for.
Okay. So maybe a final thought for everyone listening to chew on. How could your current energy level and maybe some of those hidden fears we talked about be playing a role in attracting clients?
Yeah, exploring that connection. That might be the key. Thinking about what energetic static you might need to clear so your real light can shine through and pull in the right people.